Yo, Grand Rising Kings and Queens, wake your asses up. It's HL in the AM on Oak 93.5 WRLY Raleigh. I got a fam of, I know y'all looking like, who is this dude? Let me tell you, this is Cedric Whitlock, aka Maggot Brain, stand-up comedian extraordinaire out of Fayetteville. Came to kick it with me in the lab today. Say what's up to the peoples, bruh.
Hey, good morning, folks. Hey, HL, thanks for having me on this morning.
Man, no problem, no problem. Always good to just share some time with some of the peoples in the comedy scene, man. Tell the people about yourself, man.
Well, man, I retired from the Army in 2018.
Thank you for your service.
Appreciate the honor and the privilege to serve. I knew I didn't want to work for anybody, so I started doing stand-up comedy, man. The 30th of this month would be my year anniversary of comedy.
And what a year's been, right? How's it been?
Man, it's been great, man. I love it, man. Looking forward to moving forward. I got some things coming up in the Fayetteville and Triangle area, man. Looking forward to promoting and performing comedy, man.
Man, that's what's up. That is what's up. So let me ask you a question, man. You been getting some hoes from this comedy thing?
Nah, man, I'm holeless. I got one. My wife, she's at the house. Well, she's getting off this morning. She's a nurse, so I don't need no groupies. You dig?
Oh man, you ain't got no. You ain't getting no hoes. All right, well you married. Out of respect to your marriage, you know. How long you been married?
I've been married 17 years, man.
17 years. Good Lord, that's a lot of time.
Hey, a lot of time, man. That's why I ain't got no hoes. She keep them away from me.
Man, how do you make it in today's society? 17 years. Because that means you got married after 2000.
Okay, so I got a technique. You know what I'm saying? It's a number. It's 104 and 52. You know what I mean? I'll explain that. I ain't gonna explain it to the radio, but the answer is just keep doing it, man. You're gonna face hard times, you know what I'm saying, obstacles in your marriage, you know what I mean? She's gonna wanna leave at some point, you're gonna wanna leave at some point, but if you just keep doing it, it'll work.
See, and that's the problem. Every time, like I've been married twice, and both times I wanted to leave, I just left. Like screw this, man.
So you got any kids with them?
Nah.
No kids, so I mean that's another thing, man. Kids are, you know what I'm saying, they are anchors in marriage, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they are. How many kids you got? Huh?
Man, we got 3 together. We had 4. I lost my oldest son in March.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that, man. My condolences for that, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Bro, that must have been rough.
Man, it was a rough thing. Still going through it, man. At this moment, man. To be honest, yesterday I had to change my wife's tire, and that was a significant event because the day he was murdered, that was the last thing I made him do. Change the tire.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So yeah, actually, like just changing the tire, man, was a significant event for me yesterday.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. I can imagine, because they ain't nothing to, like they always say, man, you want your kids to bury you, you don't want to bury your kids, man. Was he was it like violence, like
gun violence? He was shot and killed.
Man, so does that leave you with a platform to speak out against against like, you know, violence and gun violence and stuff like that?
I mean, it does because a lot of our youth, you know what I'm saying, young black males, man, they taking they marching orders from morons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People that never made it in life, you know what I'm saying? And those are the examples, you know what I'm saying? Along with, you know what I'm saying, music and things of that stuff, but like in the community, they're taking their, you know what I'm saying, marching orders from morons.
Yeah, because the people who basically determine what is cool and what's not are always idiots. They've been idiots when we was in high school. They idiots now.
Indeed.
And because like, man, like luckily, and I'm gonna tell you like this, the only reason I'm alive right now is because I had some praying grandparents and praying parents. If I ain't had that, someone would have took me out, because I was out there doing foolishness.
Right.
Man.
I mean, and honestly, man, you know what I'm saying, you know, not to go too dark, but you know what I'm saying, at losing my son, because I was out there, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I was, you know what I'm saying, but I was afforded the opportunity to join the military and get out the streets, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, is that really the streets coming back? Right. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of the stuff that I did out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Well, Well, man, hopefully, man, you and your family be able to find peace. Were they able to find the people, the perpetrator, or anything like that?
Nah, man, at the moment, there's been no arrest. The investigation is still open. You know what I'm saying? We're waiting on the police, Fayetteville police, to do their job and, you know what I'm saying, bring us a little bit of justice, man, because it's hard. The whole family going through it right now.
Right, man. I can only imagine, man. Because that's just tough to hear, not necessarily to even go through, man. Like how did you keep from wanting to go out there and just crack some heads open?
Bro, you know what I'm saying? It's an everyday struggle. It's an everyday struggle. You know what I'm saying? That's an everyday struggle. You know what I mean? Like when you lose somebody to gun violence, you know what I'm saying? In your neighborhood, in your, you know what I'm saying, the area that you live, you know what I'm saying, that you feel safe. You know, even though I know my life isn't in any significant danger right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a level of paranoia.
Yeah.
Especially when it's someone like that lived in your house. I woke him up every morning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Went down to his room. Hey, boy, wake your butt up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get to clean up this room. That was every morning. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And then it was just an abrupt stop. So now I got a level of paranoia that it's not unfounded, but it might be a little bit unnecessary.
I don't think so. I mean, this is my person from looking from the outside in. I mean, once, like for example, and not to compare the two, but like for example, for someone your house gets broken into,
Right.
You're paranoid.
Right.
You're paranoid for a while.
Right.
Because your safety has been, crushed.
Compromised.
Yeah, compromised. Best way to put it. Yeah. Someone has compromised your safety. And then the thing is, and people don't understand this because they always look at black dudes don't take care of their kids. But like, you want to take away a man's heart, take away his kid.
Yeah, man. Like honestly, man. Like you say, the cracking head thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know it's just, you know what I'm saying. I know it was another young black male. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know at the, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Time, you know what I mean? And like, you think, you know what I'm saying? Ah, man. Like, but they ain't care about how I feel. You know what I'm saying? How my family feels. So like, if a head was to get bust behind it, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't feel, you know what I'm saying?
You won't feel no kind of way.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
And I think that's what perpetrates the whole violent crime thing, because it's like, get back. And then you feel like me, I never had a kid, right? So I don't have kids, but my best friend was murdered, right? Okay. I mean, I'm talking about like my boy, my brother was murdered back in 2014, right? No, 2013, my fault. And I remember the feeling of, I don't care.
Right.
If I find out who did it, you know what I'm saying? Because
I'll go lay down.
It's nothing. You know what I mean? It is absolutely nothing.
Right.
So, and the thing is, like they say, violence begets more violence, it really does, man. But at the same time, you want to be able to look at yourself in the mirror. And sometimes if you know the person is existing and you know who that person is, it's hard yourself to look at yourself in the mirror knowing that you let this dude basically punk you in the ultimate form.
Right. So the thing is, right, so we got memorial and things and this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? You do the t-shirts and things like that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm at a point, right? I can't even wear the t-shirt right now. I can't even wear the t-shirt right now. You know what I'm saying? Because this dude's still walking around, you know what I'm saying?
And you just want to...
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't do that right now, you know what I mean? Because I don't feel like you know what I'm saying, honored my son correctly, you know what I mean? So at this point, it's still early, and I'm trying to find constructive ways to honor my son, not retaliation in the street, you know what I mean, type things. I'm trying to find constructive ways, you know what I'm saying, memorials, things of that such, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Like and going through such a traumatic experience, man, does it make comedy difficult at times?
Actually, man, comedy has got me through this. Comedy has helped got me through that, you know what I mean? I'm a busybody, you know what I mean? So comedy gives me the opportunity. Comedy gives me the opportunity to keep moving, you know what I'm saying? Different cities, different platforms, different, you know what I'm saying, shows, you know what I mean? Every week, different open mics, different audience, you know what I mean? So it kind of takes my mind away from, it keeps my mind off of that type of stuff. Yeah.
And being a newcomer to comedy, man, like what is it like? Because I know what excited me about comedy, man. It was just about going out there and doing battle. Like, you have these people that don't want to laugh, especially because I did a lot of black audiences at first, right? And black people don't want to give you no laughs. You gotta take them laughs. It's not even making. You gotta take them. You gotta hold them down, put your foot on their neck, and just keep hitting them with jokes until they crack. White audiences, they want to give you laughs, but then sometimes they give them a little too easy.
Right.
So like there's a challenge in it to me. That and then like to me there's also rules that I follow. Like, for example, I don't coon and buffoon for nobody.
Right.
I don't coon and buffoon for black people. I don't coon and buffoon for white people. I just don't. So I try to be more cerebral with my jokes, put more thought into them. What did you find as your biggest challenge and the thing that you love most about doing comedy?
So, all right, so after being in the Army for 15 years and coming from the environment that I came in, you know what I'm saying, I grew up with 7 brothers, 1 sister, you know what I'm saying, and we were thugging, you know what I'm saying? So coming out and being a quote-unquote clown ass, you know what I'm saying, stepping into that was a little hard for me, but performance is in my blood. My grandma sings, my dad sings, my cousin sings. You know, I can't sing, but you know what I'm saying, I can perform. So finding that part of me, you know what I'm saying, that's what excited me about comedy, just to be able to perform.
Got you. So let me ask you this: who is in your top 10 greatest comic? Let's say your top 5, dead or alive.
Okay.
Nationally known comics or unknown comics. Who would you put in your top 5, man?
All right, my top 5. All right, I'm gonna go Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor is the GOAT.
What's your favorite Richard Pryor stand-up?
That N-word's crazy.
Okay.
That N-word's crazy. That's my favorite Richard Pryor album. You know what I mean? Then I'm gonna go with Chappelle.
Oh, you can say nigga, by the way.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Chappelle in the top 5. Not that he's the funniest, but just his impact on the culture.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm gonna go Cat again because Cat wasn't Hollywood.
Right.
He tried to be, you know what I'm saying?
But he just ain't fit in.
Yeah, he just ain't fit in. But his material, his performance,
genius.
Yes,
genius level material.
Yes.
Pimp Chronicles right now.
Come on,
I
man.
will put against almost any album. So I feel you on that.
And then I'm gonna go with the GOAT, Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Another GOAT. You know what I'm saying, in the stand-up world. And then I'm you know what I'm saying, I gotta keep it. I gotta do my what you call it, the one when you gotta hire a white person or a black person. Well, Robin Williams. Rest
in peace. But yeah, man, he was funny.
Yeah. His stand-up is you know what I'm saying, effortless. You know what I'm saying?
But I saw something where they say he stole jokes.
I never.
Someone said he bought them. Some people say he paid, like he'll steal your joke. And then pay you for it. Like so it wasn't stealing really. It was more or less like you loaned him that joke and he paid you back with interest.
Right. I could do it better than you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, type situation.
Right.
But I mean, that's Hollywood.
That's Hollywood.
That you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, and him being able to recognize good jokes that he could do better and that would work for him. Again, it shows how much of a comedian, you know what I'm saying, how much of the art he, you know what I'm saying, he was, you know what I mean? Because if he didn't take the joke, it could have just been left to a comedian that couldn't get it off.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All right, so we know what your legends are. What would you put as far as in the local game? What would your Mount Rushmore be? Your top 5 local game, like the one that you've seen in the Fayetteville area, because you've been around. You've been around over the years, and you seem like a true fan of comedy.
All right, so I'm not gonna say I don't think I've been around to say to give a top 5 long enough to give a top 5, but where I would say where I see movement and a following growing there, I'll give you those. I'll say EJ Nonstop.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Heard of
EJ
him.
Nonstop. I've worked with him. You know what I'm saying? I've had him on shows that I produce. You know what I mean? He's hella booked right now. You know what I'm saying? In the region. You know what I mean? Josie Mwamba.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Josie.
saying? I'm actually at the Doja Lounge and she's hosting this Friday. You know what I mean?
You know, me and Josie are homies, right?
Yeah.
Me and Josie,
She's
a fam now. She's fam.
So like I say, EJ Nonstop, Josie, and Tyrone Burson.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are 3 people when I seen them, you know what I'm saying, in the local area and I stepped in producing, I say, okay, I want them on my shows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So as far as, you know what I mean, I don't watch local people on social media or anything, you know what I mean? I go to shows and I see them.
I don't consider social media comics.
Right, yeah. No,
I consider them just glorified posters.
I wouldn't say they're not funny.
Yeah, they're funny. They're just not comics.
They're not stand-up comedians.
No,
because there's different types of comics.
Right.
You can be a mime, which is a type of comic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can be, you know what I'm saying?
You could be a sitcom personality.
Ventriloquist, anything. Those are all, you know what I'm saying, types of comics. So I wouldn't say they're not comics.
Yeah.
I'll say
they're not
stand-up comics. You know what I mean?
But I tell you this, the 3 people that you named, I will say got the greatest hustle.
They
got that drive.
Right,
they go out there and they get it.
Right.
No matter what people say about them, what
Right.
people think about them, they don't care.
Right.
They out there
That's
and they
what I
chasing their passion.
They chasing their passion.
And
you know
that's
what I mean?
all I love. Like me, I mean, because I've been doing comedy, almost 4 years now, right?
Okay.
So when I go to my local comedy scene, I'm basically only isolated in Raleigh for the most part. That's why
Okay.
I'm always doing shows, man. I mean, we got some hitters. I can't even narrow down 5. We got this one brother, one dude named Aaron Ransom. Aaron Ransom, he's a local comic, man.
Okay.
You talking about bringing energy to the stage when he just steps up there.
Right.
Killer. You know Mike Mello.
Mike Mello. I forgot. See, Mike Mello, yeah.
Mello. Then we got a couple of white dudes that be killing, like Brent Blakeney.
Yeah.
Brent. You got Mark Brady.
Mark Brady. Okay. Yeah.
You got them. We got Matt White. Matt White is a fool.
Dude, Matt White, the man, Matt White, I chopped it up with him, man. He gave me so much game, you know what I'm saying? Because he been in the game a while,
and that's what I like most about him is that he will, put you on game. He will share, information with you. And then we got my homie, my girl, Janine Slaughter.
Oh, I've never seen Janine. I've seen her movement on social media.
She is a killer on that stage. Okay. Janine Slaughter's a killer. Let's see here. Who else we got? We got, as far as up and coming, right? The ones who haven't really seen the success yet, but they got that talent. There's Alex V.
Okay.
He's probably the greatest writer I've seen locally.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You got Alex V. You got, who else? You got me.
Yeah.
Like you got me. I ain't gonna cap.
So let me say this though. The Triangle area, as far as comics and comedy, we have a lot to offer.
Yeah.
We like, you know what I'm saying? We're sitting here dropping names, you know what I'm saying? You dropping names, I'm forgetting names, you know what I'm saying? Like I know in Fayetteville, we got Ace Brown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got Aisha. Yeah, you know what I mean? People that are really moving with this comedy scene, you know what I'm saying? But I also see a lot of people not in comedy trying to direct the scene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's neat. We'll discuss that off.
Yeah, exactly. So we got some jams for y'all this morning. Y'all keep it locked. Yo, it's about to get crazy today. Yo, boy, that was that grand finale by Lil Jon and everybody. He had Ice Cube on it. Well, I was like, whoa, he went back when he got Ice Cube. But I ain't gonna lie, Ice Cube was one of the best lyricists ever to do the thing. He just he started making movies, started making money. But like when you think about like this, when I look at all the celebrities there is right now, Ice Cube is one of my favorites. because like I remember all the movies, he always said something positive. He always dropped knowledge in every movie role he ever did. Higher learning,
even the comedy.
Yeah, even the comedies. Yeah. He always dropped some little bit of knowledge in it, except for Friday. I don't think he was dropping no knowledge in Friday. he was just chilling in Friday. But I mean, for the most part, he always did that. Like I love Higher Learning. I love his character in Higher Learning and Boys in the Hood. Okay, love both of those. The glass shield. Like he made some dope movies.
I don't remember the glass.
The Glass Shield. He was in L.A. and like it was like a hood movie. Well, it wasn't a hood. It was like his first major motion picture solo. Okay. And like he was like, I ain't gonna say he was a detective, but he was like, I can't remember all the ins and outs of it, but he was like trying to investigate some stuff. And they were trying to kill him. You know what I mean? And he turned into a little gangster in that movie. Okay. I mean, but I'm gonna have to check that one out. Yeah. Ice Cube, man, he made some dope fire movies. Three Kings, all of them. And then on top of that, he started writing and producing his own stuff. Right. You know what I mean? Cube Vision. Right. Like he was never. Ice Cube was one of the few celebrities that didn't buy into white supremacy. That didn't buy into the concept that you're not equal or you're not capable because you're black.
Okay, so I've recently within the past year seen a theory that Q was a plant though. An industry plant. You know what I mean? Like,
well, it possibly is, and let me tell you why. But I think he broke out of it.
Okay.
All right, because I'm gonna tell you like this. There was a meeting in the late 80s, like 89, 88, something around that time. And in that meeting was a bunch of record execs, right? And they came out with the concept to try to, like, cause it was all about trying to keep the black man down. Honestly, it was a meeting. They had a meeting to keep the black man down. And in that meeting, they were talking about what forms of media they could use to keep a black man down. Okay. And that's when gangster rap was born.
Emerged.
Yes.
Because before that,
rap was positive.
Well, yeah, it was conscious. It was a conscious movement.
It was a conscious movement. Everybody was talking about going to college, partying. You really ain't hear or anybody celebrating selling drugs.
It's still a conscious movement. We just don't have control of it no more.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Or the narrative of the movement.
Because it's like this. You have female rappers like Rhapsody, right? Right. That don't get no play. Right. But they want to play all this thought stuff by Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Right. Because like the main agenda is to destroy the black family. Okay. Because you got to understand, we were freed in 1865, right? Right. All right. In 100 years, the black family did more for black people in that 100-year period from 1865 to 1965 than black people did any time before or after. Right. And that was because that was when black people could get married, the families couldn't get torn apart. Slavery tore apart black families. You know what I mean? Like for example, like me and you could be brothers. Right. You on this plantation, I'm on that whole plantation. Right. You know what I mean? Once that was abolished, the family became closer. That's why they had family reunions, because that's when slaves from different plantations started reuniting.
I ain't even look at it like that, but that make a lot of sense.
Right. That's why we still do the family reunions, because we be scattered all over the place, and we get together like, oh, I missed you, and it went from that. And then we started getting somewhere around 1965. We closed that gap like a mug. Right. Especially when we started getting like equal rights and stuff.
Work together.
When we got through the segregation and all that other stuff. Then that's when they were like, oh wow, the Black Panthers came out, was powerful. Like they were doing big things in the community. They were uniting the black community again because it's got torn apart. And then they flooded drugs in. Heroin, highly addictive drugs, heroin, cocaine, stuff like that. Now, crack hadn't even come yet.
That was
the 80s. Yeah, they didn't even got the crack yet. They had got heroin in there. Yep. They got that heroin in there, and then that's when people started becoming junkies. That's when people started stealing, killing, doing anything they can to get that rock. Their mind got fixated off of the black unity and just about getting that fix.
Okay, so with that being said, so those you saying that was before crack, that was before gangster rap. You know what I'm saying? Because the heroin didn't work. Because if you look at it,
the heroin didn't work.
That really, I mean, you had junkies, but as far as the artistic movement, like, you know what I'm saying, that Harlem Renaissance, all that was fueled by heroin.
Yeah,
You
Billie
know what I'm
Holiday,
saying?
all of it. Yeah,
that was fueled by heroin, and that's why jazz was then outlawed. You know what I'm saying? They had that, you know what I'm saying, like kind of little war on jazz. They was arresting them, all our speakeasies and things like that.
Right.
And then I guess that's why they found how crack had a really devastating,
because it was highly addictive. It's a low high,
right?
Like it's not gonna get you all crazy high like they try to make it seem to be something like that. And you get that first one, and after that everything's a downshift. But you need it. It's like how I smoke Newports. Like you need one even though it ain't doing nothing for you no more.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then you
knock
get
that monkey off your back.
Yeah, knock that monkey off that back. That build up of like that big ball of just tension that's in your sternum. You get rid of that. So it goes from that. So now that they got this into the area, now we need people to push this narrative to the smaller areas, the rural areas and things on those lines. How can we push that narrative? Gangster movies and music.
Yeah.
So then they start glorifying the detrimental aspects of black life.
I'm gonna ask you about BMF, the new series, real quick.
Yeah. 50.
Like, I'm not excited about it.
And see that's because it's a catch-22 with that.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because number one, you have a black man that's making
money. Yeah, and making
movies.
Yeah.
However, it's telling the same story. Like you know how people are tired of like slave movies.
Right.
I'm tired of drug movies.
Me too. Like, is that the only that the only story about the black male we can tell?
That's the only story about the black man that we make it seem that's interesting. What I mean by that is we build up this culture. Right. We build up this extreme culture where it's all about being gangster, doing illegal stuff that's gonna get you in jail. So let me tell you like this. Why is the bulk of media designed to either get you in jail or to get you to kill another black man?
Because that's to keep us down, to keep us at what they think our level should be.
Right.
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
So we keep making movies that you're either a slave or a slave. It's just a slave in 1865 or a slave in 2020.
So I think it encourages young black men. They give up their dreams before they're 13.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And then what really makes it hard is they push this narrative of materialism on our young black women. Right. So now a little 13-year-old kid needs way more money to get a girlfriend, to have a social life than a 13-year-old white kid or Hispanic kid.
Or either have to look like he,
has a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to obtain materialistic things at a young age. Right. And it puts our focus on how can I get this? Oh, I can sell crack.
True.
Right? And then on top of that, they have this whole movement. And that's why I was going back in the 60s, they came out with this whole welfare thing, which is another ploy to destroy the black family. Right. Because when they came out with the welfare stuff, it was all about you can't have a black man, you can't have a man in your house. Right? So it made women choose. Do I struggle and deal with the toxic stuff that he has to bring to the relationship? Or do I just let Mr. White Man take care of it? Right. And like no one's gonna sit there and just deal with BS. You know what I mean? And that's where we came into play. We have our part to play in that. Because if we would have came with more sense.
And I think that, you know what I'm saying, like just a caveat off what you were saying is, they take the man out of the house. Now they can portray masculinity as toxic. Yeah. Because no one's used to masculinity. Right. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, you get a man in the house, you know what I'm saying, he goes to discipline the children or tell his wife, you shouldn't wear that out, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and that. Now it's new and he's aggressive and it's toxic.
Controlling.
You know what I mean?
Like, for example, it's like you're not even, like, as a man, you're not even allowed to even tell your woman nothing.
Yeah.
You know how many relationships are over because a dude proved a point?
Right.
Like, think about how many relationships ended just because the dude was right.
Right.
And the prideful nature of women didn't want to yield to that. Right. Because they were taught.
But, we have pride too, though.
Yeah, we do.
Have pride too.
Yo, man, brothers, we don't know how to say we sorry for nothing.
Look.
Man, like you.
We'll say we sorry for something we shouldn't say we sorry for before we say we're sorry for what we actually.
We'll let you have that argument. Because see, the thing is, ain't no dude trying to mess up the in-house booty.
No.
And so you got to keep the peace. You got to keep the peace in the house. And so many times you just yield. All right, yeah, you got it.
Right.
You right. I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Right.
Knowing you ain't sorry. Knowing you ain't even do nothing wrong.
You just don't want to mess up that scheduled booty time.
Yo, man, 9:30 coming, yo. You know I got to go to work early. You know what I'm saying? Kids sleep. Like let's get it. But the thing is, it's like, so there's so many aspects of that they're trying to take apart, right?
Right.
So then they get to this whole hip hop culture, and they push, because like back when hip hop was Bobby Brown and Mint Condition and Run DMC and LL Cool J, you know what I'm saying? Back when hip hop was there, we were straight. But once NWA came out, and I'm talking about they even do the chart. I'm talking about crime went up.
I mean, because again, like
with the music,
that's, you know what I'm saying. They portrayed toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They portrayed that's what masculinity was. And that is toxic.
Yeah.
Now that is toxic.
What?
So now when you bring a man back into the house, even if he's carrying himself that way, you can label him toxic. So when he tries to correct something or tell you something, you know what I'm saying? That don't matter because he's a toxic.
And it goes past toxic masculinity. That's don't get me wrong. Toxic masculinity is a huge form of it, because they do.
Right.
They do push that, like you said. Like they put this image of masculinity saying this is what masculinity, and the whole time you learning toxic behavior.
Right.
So you're absolutely right about that. But then what really gets crazy is then they have the gatekeepers out here, right? And the gatekeepers, now they're the ones who are saying, they're the ones that's pulling your black card. What I mean by that is anyone who says anything about like the portrayals of how black people are being, of how we need to stop this thug mentality, of how we doing all of this.
You're talking down on black people now.
And you're a coon.
And
You're trying to actually, like for example, I don't agree with everything Candace Owens says, but I see what her message is.
Right.
She's trying to get us out of this, because we went from one slavery mentality. Yeah, exactly. Like because it is true. We went through some stuff here.
Right.
We went through some terrible stuff. We're still going through terrible stuff.
Right.
Gross injustices, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
But the way that I say this, we're here now.
Right.
We are in this, like when you go to the mall and you like, where are you at in the mall so you can find the other stores? You are here.
Right.
You are here. Now what are you going to do? Because complaining about how we got here is not going to help matters any.
So, all right, so check this out. So I'm gonna talk about the system. We all know the system's jacked up.
Oh, it's yeah.
We all know the system jacked up. But the system is the system works because that's what it is.
It's designed to do.
It's a system. But if you're constantly trying to work against a system that works, how are you going to feel? Are you going to feel like you're going to feel like everything's against you because you're working
against
opposites of the system,
right?
Or you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you have to, you know what I'm saying, let go of how you got here, and like you said, you're here now. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? How can you make this situation that you're in better?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I'm gonna tell you how we do it. We stop portraying, and I know this what we stop portraying this toxic trait that what they say masculinity is, and we start. You have to groom your children to be politicians, lawyers, doctors from an early age.
Let me tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you when I knew we were doomed. I was 7 years old. And I knew we were doomed. I was talking about the Cosby Show. They were like, the Cosby Show, that's not realistic. It can't be a black doctor and a black lawyer.
Right.
What?
Right.
Oh yeah, we're doomed. Yeah. You telling me that you don't really believe that if you, all right, because this is how I used to try to talk to my classmates, but of course,
right.
I'm a nerd, I'm a geek, I'm a dweeb, and all that other BS, right? But I used to be like, all right, so I'm 13, 11 years old, you know, and I'm talking to black people, because like I always wanted to see black people win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's always been my thing. So I'm like, so they'd be like, man, what if I don't make it to 18? But then I'm like, what if you do?
Right. What you gonna do?
Like because once work gets involved, once effort gets made into anything that you don't find cool, like for example, if people put in the same amount of work that they did trying to be a SoundCloud rapper, into owning a business,
Right.
or obtaining a skill or a trade or something,
Right.
that's going to earn you residual income, and then you can pursue, because you have 24 hours in a day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You like there's parts of me, like right now I wake up early every morning so I can pursue my passion. Right. Then I actually go to work.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I don't just go, you know, and then I work a second job.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
And then in that time I try to find when I can pursue my passion more, like when I can get on stage, do jokes and stuff.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you have to time management. We didn't learn that.
No.
We didn't learn financial management.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you, man, from a black man though, time management is a tricky thing.
Yeah, it is.
Because you live like you're gonna die tomorrow.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? I get it. Ball out. You know what I'm saying? Because from where we come from, we know where we come from. People, you know what I'm saying? We used to get lost in the system. Mm-hmm. You can end up lynched. You know what I'm saying?
You can end up being victimized by your own people.
About anything.
You know what I'm saying? Like your own mama, your own daddy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
so
we we messed.
Yeah, we messed up. So that being said, we live like, you know what I'm saying, ain't no tomorrow. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But we have to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying, if you grooming your children for tomorrow, you know what I'm saying, you grooming your family for tomorrow, and not just, you know what I'm saying, you might, you know what I'm saying, ball out, this, that, and third, you know what I mean? That is how you change that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Groom them for tomorrow.
And what we don't realize and what we don't put forth the effort to see is that we're doing better. Yeah. I mean, it's taking a while, but we're coming up out of this BS now. See, look, have you seen the kids today?
So that's like you said, we're doing better, but we have to step into our better. We keep one foot stuck in our bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
we gotta put both feet into the better.
Yeah, you gotta put both feet in the better.
Yeah, you can't keep digging down into this hood. You know, this I'm keeping it real.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta get out of all those stereotypes. You can't, because that's the thing. You gotta, like you said, you gotta walk forward.
Right.
You gotta keep moving forward, and we're moving forward. I'm proud and I'm grateful of that, because I know black people right now that are doing the damn thing.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's more now than there were 10 years ago. Yes. And there was more 10 years ago than there was more 20 years ago.
So we can't keep using the same excuse then.
Exactly. You can't. Because like if that was the case, and they have exceptions to the rules, but yes, we have a system that is designed to keep us down, but you can beat that system.
Good morning to all my people watching, man. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm with HL in the morning, man. Thanks for having me again, brother.
Ain't no doubt. And I want to actually give a few shout outs, man. I want to shout out DJ Josh. I see you, Boss Lady. Ashley Preston. She said she's praying for you and your fam. Your strength is amazing.
Thank you.
Yes. So we got some weather to go to. Y'all keep it locked.
And then, like you say, like shows like that.
Yeah.
Like phenomenons.
Yeah.
Everybody relates to it.
Everybody does. Yeah, we back. We over here chopping it up about comedy. You know, it's my boy Cedric Whitlock, aka Maggot Brain. How'd you come up with a name like Maggot Brain?
So, all right, so the whole name is Maggot Brain Trap.
Maggot Brain Trap.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Maggot Brain, my dad, he was in a funk band growing up, so Parliament Funkadelic, that style of music was a big part of my life, you know what I'm saying? Heavy influenced by, you know what I'm saying, my dad. So, Maggot Brain is a Parliament Funkadelic album, and they have a title song, Maggot Brain, on the album. One of my favorite songs. So that's where I get the Maggot Brain from. And my son that I was telling you about, I lost earlier, his nickname was Trap. So I just, you know what I mean, took his nickname, and I'm Maggot Brain Trap.
Maggot Brain Trap. All right, y'all heard him first on HL and AM. Y'all gonna hear a lot about this dude. So I heard you doing a lot of big things in Fayetteville, man.
Man, check this out. I got the best venue right now for comedy in Fayetteville, Club Aqua and Hope Mills. It's actually in Hope Mills, right on the edge of Fayetteville. And we're gonna do a lot of things there. We're gonna start a Thursday night comedy night competition.
Okay.
Looking forward to having folks come out there, man. The first one will be on the 21st of October. We're working on the flyers and things. I just got to go ahead yesterday. So it's up, brother.
Y'all, you hear that, Aisha, right? Because you know Aisha from out that way.
Aisha,
and she's one of our listeners.
Aisha,
Aisha, she said, okay, Cedric 26 is in the building. So yeah,
yes.
so I'm saying, and now that's one funny female if I ain't never seen
like
one.
like I said earlier, man. Fayetteville, we have some people that's really moving, man, and the thing is, we don't have a comedy audience in Fayetteville like you guys have here in Raleigh. It's not as big. We do have an audience, but it's not as big.
I'll tell you why. It's because of consistency.
Right.
People treat comedy in a lot of these areas like fads.
Okay.
Like 1 year, this person's doing a comedy show, and then they stop.
Okay.
And that ain't got nowhere to go.
Right.
You find you a consistent venue that's gonna bring consistently funny people.
Okay.
And you got a bomb comedy show right there in Fayetteville. Cause word of mouth travels.
Right.
All it takes is that one chick to go to your show. She gonna come back the next time with 3 friends.
Right.
And they gonna come back with 2 niggas. And you know this is how it's gonna be.
Right.
Next thing you know, that he gonna be like, yo, man, we went to this spot. So it's gonna be growing pains.
Right.
Them
Yeah, most definitely.
But yeah, like that whole scene is thirsty for some comedy, some real good comedy.
Most definitely. And like I said, we got a lot of people that's out there working. A lot of people that's out there doing it, and you know what I mean. I'm looking forward to working with everybody and help building that scene. That's my focus right now.
You ever think about bringing something to the base, to the actual base, like do a base show?
The base show, like that.
You gotta go through too much red tape.
Well, I mean, you have to go through. It's not a lot of red tape. I'm just not privy to the information yet. You know what I mean? Those things will come and are coming. You know what I mean? But like I say, there is a lot of red tape to go through. You got to do the legwork.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Because I was like, man, because you got the military. Where do they hang out? Like in Fayetteville, where does like the soldiers go? Where do they go and kick it?
So I mean, when you're dealing with soldiers, man, that is a diverse group of folks.
Right.
You know what I mean? That is a diverse. So you can catch soldiers everywhere, from your paintball range to your drag strip. You know what I'm saying? You definitely
y'all do got that drag.
Right.
That
You know
joint
what
be
I'm saying?
popping on First Friday. Is it still popping on First Friday?
So that's not my scene.
Oh, okay.
So you know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I mean? That's not my scene. You know, but I know it do be popping. I know it was. I'm pretty sure it does, man.
I'm about to bring that Stang out there and take somebody's pink slip out of this bitch.
Hey, come on out there. I'll get the footage if you win, lose, or draw. I'll get the footage.
That's definitely gonna be an L. That Mustang slow one look fast.
Right.
They look that hood up like, oh, you stop? You all the way stop? Yeah,
This a 6-cylinder.
That's a 4-cylinder. Is that an EcoBoost?
I got the Mustang with the Prius with the Prius engine. You heard me?
I gotta plug my Mustang up outside. Yeah, can I use your drop cord real quick?
You know, yeah, man. Come on, man.
But yeah, it's like I love when I hear people that's doing things.
Right.
Like in Raleigh, we got a dude named Matthew Hahn, right?
Okay.
He does the Between Two Clouds.
Okay.
I mean, just watching that blow up the way that it had. I remember when he was doing shows in the people's houses.
Okay.
Now he got big venues.
See, I don't think I met Matthew.
No, I don't think you might not have, man. But you definitely want.
I think we might be friends on Facebook. So Matthew, get at me, man. I want to collaborate with, you know what I'm saying, so many people. Do you know Jacob Rice?
Yeah,
Jacob Rice. He does a lot of movement in the Raleigh area,
he does.
man. He's a good guy to know as well.
And he's a pretty good comic.
Yeah. He's a dope ass comic.
Yeah. You can say dope ass. Don't flinch. Nah, but Jacob does a lot of big things up in Raleigh now. He does.
Yeah.
And just seeing him grow,
right?
You know what I mean? It's crazy because like you see the ones who have the passion,
right,
and you see the ones who don't. After time always tells you who's really passionate about something and who's just doing it because they got nothing else to do.
So stepping into, you know what I'm saying, my endeavors, you know what I'm saying, over the past few months, I seen a Hussein Bolt quote where it said he trained 4 years to run, you know what I'm saying, to run 9 seconds. And people give up on their dreams after 2 months when they don't see progress.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I put that as my, you know what I'm saying, screensaver. So when I get frustrated, because, you know, we always got our phone in our hand, you know what I'm saying, with the movement of my, you know what I'm saying, endeavors at this moment. I look down at that and it keep me motivated to keep moving.
So you got a nigga as your screensaver?
I mean,
you just see this face, it's like, I do. Damn, nah, I'm just joking, man. Nah, but it was
look. I'm gonna crop that motherfucker.
No, you had to crop. No, but let's keep it a band. That is a toxic mentality that we talk about.
Right.
Why is it wrong for you to have a black man as your screensaver? You're not looking at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it ain't nothing wrong with
I
it.
don't think I looked at Hussein once.
Yeah, you ain't looking at the dude. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it's like that's what we embedded into ourselves through all of this mass marketing.
Right. And so that's another thing. See, black men, we don't look up to other black men.
No, that's part of the bind the white supremacy.
You know what
it's
I'm
called
saying?
self-hate.
Right. We don't look up.
We don't respect other black men.
No,
like let a black man try to tell you something to do.
No, bro. No.
Nah. Yeah, we don't. There's no hierarchy. We are all looked at. We look at everybody as equal.
Slaves.
Yeah, it's that slave mentality.
Yeah.
Like we don't look up. Like think about why do you have to make it before you can make it in the black community? Like you can't build yourself up within the black community.
You have to leave and go come
You
back.
got to leave, get success, and then come back successful.
Yeah.
You have to be made.
Yeah, but I also got like so. All right, so me, I was a street guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't graduate high school. You know what I mean? But I'm currently living better than a lot of the people that you know what I'm saying.
Graduated high school, went to college.
Right. You know what I mean? But I kind of lost myself. Like, damn. I lost myself. All right, I'll come back. That's that waking back for you.
Boy, I'm telling you. Oh man, I love when you get like that stuck. You know what I'm saying? But it always happens at the most inopportune time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I remember one time I was in divorce court. I was making a good point too. I was like, Your Honor, I was. Damn. Forgot what I was going to say.
Mr. Boney, are you all right there?
Yeah, I'm fine. Proceed. Yeah, like that's how it be, man.
But nah, we don't listen to each other, man.
No, we
don't listen to each other.
And it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. And the thing is, until we can see each other the same way,
right?
You know what I'm saying? That we're gonna fail. Just like, for example, like women make a conscious choice now that they don't even realize that women would rather go and answer to a white man.
Think so?
Than answer to a black man.
So?
That's why there's so much independence and I want to go out and get mine.
Right.
It's because they don't want to bow down to now sometimes because most of the time
do you think
it's because they don't want to bow down to a nigga that ain't got nothing.
Right,
Let's keep it 100.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they don't want to bow down to a nigga that ain't got. Now if a nigga got a lot of money, they're pretty much, you know.
Well, I ain't gonna say they'll bow down, man, but they'll put up with more.
Yeah, they'll put up. They will answer to you. They will respect you if you have the wealth.
Right.
The problem is we don't have a lot of black men with wealth. But like the thing is, but women in general will go and listen to Mr. White Man tell them to go do this. Why are you late? All this other stuff.
Go get vaccinated.
But yeah, but they're like, can you imagine trying to ask your woman why she late?
Yeah.
Like, and then the thing is,
my old lady a Leo, so you can't Leo. You
I ain't saying nothing about that.
Look, Leo get mad at you. Be like, they be wrong, right? And then you get upset. And then you prove your point that they wrong. And they be like, well, I'm mad at you for being mad at me because you ain't supposed to be mad at me because I'm the king of the jungle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro, let me tell you like this, right? My first wife, man, she came home. Oh, she ain't come. She showed up late, right?
Right.
I was like, yo, why are you late? She was like, you don't pay my bills. I was like, actually, I do.
Look,
I pay all these months. She looked at me. She was like,
consciousness.
She was like, oh, and didn't say nothing else.
Not sorry.
No.
I was late because.
Oh, I was like, cause I forgot we was meeting somewhere important. Like I think it was some sort of meeting that we had about refinancing the house.
Right.
And she was real bad about being late. She showed up. She was like 30 minutes. I was like, yo, why are you late? She was like, don't come at me with that. And then like you paying my bills. I was like, I am. I'm paying all the bills. You don't work.
That's the thing, man. But
You can't do that,
but that's not even that's not even a legit excuse in a relationship nowadays though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you know coming up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like why daddy did it? Because he pay all the bills. You know what I'm saying? That was like your mama would tell you that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Why daddy had to answer no questions?
Right. You know
Mama answered the questions for daddy.
Right. You know what I mean? Because he pay all the bills.
Because that's when we had daddy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm a daddy.
Yeah,
I still don't get that luxury. But my wife, the breadwinner at this time. Shout out to my old lady. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the nurses out there. You know what I mean?
Oh man, yo, I would tell you like this: if this right here ain't taught y'all that we need nurses,
Right.
if this ain't taught us that we need some nurses and teachers, I'm not gonna care.
I don't like school. I don't do school.
You don't like school?
I told you I ain't graduated. I don't do school. I ain't like school when I went.
But you got kids.
I don't like school.
You still don't like school?
I still don't like school.
You let them drop out right now if you want.
But promise, my kids be like, Dad, I don't feel like going to school today. I be like, don't go.
Oh man, you worse than me. You worse than me. I was like, you going?
Look, but I hold them accountable because, look, I don't keep up with all that. Look, you know what your grades need to be. You know what your assignments are. Don't come in here with no else. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and, like, if you come at me, you know how many days of school you can miss. You keep track of it. So when you come here with the BS, I'ma hold you accountable.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you don't let else. I wish you was my dad. My dad ain't let in the mother.
Right.
I was like, what? My dad, you got one job. You got some chores. That's it.
Right.
There ain't no reason why you can't ace. But this is how my dad was, though. My dad told me this in kindergarten before I even went to school.
Right.
He was like, and I didn't even understand what he meant by this. He was like, don't you let none of them white boys think they smarter than you. That's what he said. It sent me on the bus.
Right.
The last thing he said before my first day of school, don't let them white boys think they smarter than you.
Right.
I had no idea what that meant.
But
I didn't let none of them white boys think they were smarter than me.
He's like, I'm doing all the A's.
I'm
getting out every A the teacher can get. I'm getting it.
I was getting all the A's, bro.
Right.
I was getting all the A's. I was like, all right, fine. It's a challenge.
So to check this theory out though, I'm gonna get your opinion on it, right? This is why. So I think school it pulls the kid away from the parent. Now, all right, traditionally in throughout society, throughout civilized society, the son of a carpenter became a carpenter.
Yeah.
The son of a musician became a musician.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The son of a king became a king, and so forth and so on. But now you start pulling the kids out of their father's scope of expertise and then pulling them and telling them they can be whatever they want. But now the father can't help you. I can't help you be no astronaut. I'm a carpenter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like where you're going with that.
You see what I'm saying? I'm a carpenter. You know what I'm saying? I can't help you be a race car driver when I'm you know what I'm saying, when I'm an engineer.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that took the kid away from where the family's breadwinning was.
I'm going to tell you something a little bit further than that. School teaches kids to sell, to basically blow 8 hours a day. What I mean by that is school conditions you. Like, eventually you go to school every day, and then when you don't go to school, what do? You go find a job.
Right.
That you spend 8 hours a day in.
Right.
But the thing is, how likely are you to make the same amount of money or more doing your own thing if you put 8 hours of focus into generating money?
Into that, yeah.
You could generate way more money in that 8 hours.
Right.
Doing things your way. If you really focus and you work 8 hours.
So like I say, you get a job. Let's say you making $19 an hour.
You can make more. You can make more than $19 an hour.
Right.
So you got to figure it out.
But like that's what I'm saying. You can put your 8 hours in, and you can close your day with a $1,000 deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Doing your own thing.
You know what
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? A future $1,000 deal. You know what I'm saying?
Setting up something up.
Right. You know what I mean? But like you say, if you working that, you putting 8 hours into that job and not into your own thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You're gonna make that $19 an hour.
And that's all you gonna ever get.
That's all you
every day.
And it's gonna be taxed.
Yeah.
Just like your 1,000 will, but you know what I'm saying? And then like you say, when you're working for yourself, more things become tax write-offs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like me personally, that's why I'm Ubering. Do you understand? Everything's a tax write-off.
Right.
Every drop of gas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, dude, I'm telling you, I have business. I have business lunch. I keep my receipts. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I buy, you know what I'm saying? I buy gifts for, you know what I'm saying, my comics or my shirts for my comics when they come do my shows and things like that. So I keep my receipts, you know what I'm saying? Because those things are, you know what I'm saying, tax deductible, you know what I'm saying? And that's what
I don't
it
even
takes.
keep receipts. I just estimate.
You just
I
estimate.
spent about 500 on. I spent about 500 in gas in March. I spent about 500 in gas. That's how I
This
go.
is my first year in business, so I'm, you know what I'm saying?
I guesstimate like a mug. Well, I'm like, I hope they don't come asking for no receipts because I ain't got. Let's pull up my bank account. I'm like, all right, we gotta go through with the. Luckily, I pay with everything with my card.
I'm actively looking for a CPA if any CPAs want.
Yo, you should. But I'm gonna tell you, bro. My first year doing comedy, I had so much tax write-off stuff that I actually got a refund. I never got a tax refund. Never in my life.
You ain't got enough kids.
I had to pay.
Start having some kids.
I mean, there was times I had to pay $3,500 after they take money out of my check every paycheck.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They take money out of my check every paycheck. I still had to pay like $3,500 one time.
Mercy.
Right? So I started doing comedy, right? And then this girl I was dating at the time, she was like, best thing that happened out of that relationship, I ain't gonna cap, was her tax advice.
Okay.
And she was like, do a Schedule C. You know what I'm saying? You can write off your car, everything you spent, because it's like, and then like there's a loophole in it where you don't really have to prove, you just estimate.
Okay.
Right? It's on, I use Tax Free USA.
Okay.
I filed my taxes, man. I got a refund, a whole refund. I felt like I was like, so this is why everybody love tax season.
right.
Like y'all just gonna give me an extra couple grand?
I'm telling you, when you got kids, tax. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't for living out the government, but when you got kids,
man, that's
tax season be alright.
Yeah, tax. I was like, yo, on top of what I already got. And then the thing is, I'm like, man, if I had 10 G's every year, and I got it for 10 years. That's 100 G's if you just put that joint away. Yeah. You done bought you a house.
Yeah. But we live in a capitalistic, materialistic world. You're not gonna say
where you gonna get? Yeah, you gonna get that 10 G's. You gonna blow it on crab legs and Jordans.
So I got a theory, right? Like if you gave me $10,000 right now, man. If you gave
I'm
me
a blow it.
Dude, I'm booking flights and buying drugs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm blowing it.
Right, you know what I'm saying? My bills, I ain't rich, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna pay my own bill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
got my job to pay bills.
Right, you know
this is fun money.
Right. You give me 10 G's right now, I'm copping flights and buying drugs.
And we gotta kill that mentality. We got to. We got to get rid of that mentality. Cause like, I'm stupid too. I'm not sitting here acting like I know what I do with my tax money. And it won't nothing productive. I ain't starting no business. Like think about it, man. We had a year off. Okay. Last year we had a year off.
Right.
We could have did whatever we wanted to in that year. You know what I did? Blew money.
You know what I did?
I would be a man.
As soon as I heard we were locked down, I went and bought 4 QPs. 4 different strands. 4 different strands. Look. I'm in the house happy.
Dude, I bought a case of Crown.
Right.
I got my, you know what? I spent my stimulus check on a case of Crown and some ooh-wee. I ain't gonna care.
Right.
That's what I did.
I promise you, bro. I'm at the house.
Feeling good as a mug.
I'm looking like Smokey. You know what I'm saying? 3 joints hanging out the mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's the stupid stuff we did.
Dude, bro.
And the thing was, like, I was thinking, I actually did the math.
But it was a pandemic, though. This was my first pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Like I you know what I'm saying? I give you that, bro. It was the first pandemic. I mean, I had read about them. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't never seen one.
But I ain't never seen one.
You ain't never seen one. Yo, this was our first pandemic, yeah. Cause I like I said, I did stupid stuff too. Like I said, man, I literally got my first stimmy. I was like, oh shoot, they giving up free money. Let me go spend this before they change their mind.
Right, bro. I look. And then I was like, yo. I'm gonna leave that with
No, I'm gonna tell you like this. Me and old girl I was seeing at the time, we grilled crab legs out every day for like a month. Bro,
yo, but dog, you ain't had no kids though.
Nah.
Dog, they started giving out food stamps. Dude, I started eating Wagyu beef, bro. I started eating Wagyu beef. I ain't lying. I started eating Wagyu beef, man. I gotta do it. Then I put it on Instagram like.
Man, nah, but this is the thing. That's why McDonald's is empty right now. Yeah. Cause like don't forget they were giving out unemployment $800 a week. A week. Dude, there was the first time in recorded history that you could make more money sitting on your ass as an average Joe, just
Right.
like there's nobody.
Right.
You can make more money sitting on your ass than you could going to work.
But you couldn't go to the club and pop bottles. You couldn't go to the club because we were locked down.
Yeah. You couldn't do nothing with that money besides better yourself.
Look. Amazon came up like a mug,
Yeah.
bro. That was crazy.
Yo,
man.
you couldn't like I'm dead serious, man. You couldn't even go to Myrtle Beach.
Nah.
You couldn't go to Myrtle Beach. Man, think about this. You got the year off.
Nah, Florida
It's
was real.
July.
No, Florida always been like, because during the pandemic, I went to Panama City Beach, dog.
It was popping.
It was popping, dog.
Like won't no
It
pandemic.
wasn't no pandemic. Yeah, you had little Mormon families from Idaho everywhere, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, everybody vacation.
Everybody vacation like ain't nothing happening, bro.
And you made it back without COVID, right?
I don't know.
Yo, so
I ain't died.
Man, yo, you was a government soldier. You know good what they done drugged you.
Right.
You had that vaccine 18 years ago.
Right. You know what I'm saying? They talking about anthrax. They was giving us
No,
COVID
cause it's a version of SARS, right? Wasn't there a SARS vaccine that y'all had to take when y'all
No, it
went?
was anthrax.
It was anthrax.
It was anthrax, and we had to take a series of those. Like it's just kind of like they doing the COVID
Right.
thing, you know what I'm saying? But it was like an eight shot series or something like that. Yeah,
All on?
all on.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Look, like, they got
You don't
some
do
shots
neither?
you get, huh?
You don't do neither.
I don't mind them now. I'm
Okay.
old. I'm lucky. Well, I guess because I was always like I was scared to be a diabetic because I didn't want to do a shot every day.
Oh man, yeah.
You know, I ain't diabetic or nothing, but that was one thing, man. But it was just like I know they take some shots in the stomach.
Man,
they take
my granny, man. But I'm gonna tell you, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. My granny, man, she was diabetic my whole life. You know what I mean? But that's the strongest woman I know, man. She had a stroke, lost her. She was right-handed, lost the right side of her body. Learned how to be left-handed. Still driving. She ended up, you know what I'm saying, having her leg amputated. Having half her foot. This woman would still drive, go to church, come pick me up from church. I'd be over in the passenger seat, white knuckling, but you know what I mean. But she never stopped until she kicked the bucket, boy. And
Right.
So I just how strong she was, man. That you know what I'm saying. When you just mentioned that diabetic situation, man,
Yeah.
it just made me think about it, man.
Oh man, yeah, you brought to my eye, man. Rest in peace, Granny, man.
Yeah,
Good
man.
God, I gotta get rid of this heart, man. Good God, I'm over here feeling stuff, man. You got me over here feeling stuff, man.
Look, man, all in your feels.
I got me in my feelings, man. I was just thinking about my mom, because my mom was diabetic, lost her leg, lost half her foot, man.
Right.
But the difference was, it was like that took her out.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
It was
yeah.
like some people that can bounce back from
Right.
it. My mom didn't bounce back from it, man.
sorry to
It was-
hear that, bro.
It's fine, man. But like, and it's crazy because like they just don't like our parents, right? They don't make them like that no more.
No, man, they don't, bro.
Like my mom, even though like she had the stroke, she had the diabetes, and it took her out, but she was so tough.
Right. They don't play victim.
Yeah, they didn't play victim.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, when you ever hear your grandma complain about adulting?
Never.
Never. But we do that all the time.
Look, bro, like, no, not me. Dude, I can literally eat dessert anytime I want. As an adult.
Yeah.
Like, I love adulting. Like people be like, hey man, don't do that. You go get in trouble. Dog, I'm an adult. I don't get in trouble. They just gonna be mad.
Yeah, they gonna be mad.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't get in trouble no more.
Right.
I get in trouble for other stuff, like if I throw a brick through a police car.
Right. Like if I ain't gotta go to a courthouse, I don't get in trouble.
It's
They
not
just
trouble.
It's not trouble. You know?
You gonna get in trouble at work. How am I getting in trouble at work?
I ain't got the code of that mug. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, and if there was ever a time to get in trouble at work, it was last year.
Right.
This year, they don't play that.
Right.
They looking for niggas to get rid of.
Right. But when you was talking about the shortage on fast food workers, bro.
Yeah.
Look, I really wish they would put robots in the fast food place.
Kiosks and stuff.
You know what I mean? Because like robot fry droppers, robot burger flippers, robot, because I think my food would be hotter. I will get it faster, and I ain't got to deal with people's attitude. They won't even let you.
Yeah, but then you'd have to have the employees be like certified, like repair people to keep the robots going. So you need like three. I'll say about three, right?
A team.
So why don't we just do this? Why don't we just certify them on fixing the shake machine first?
And that would be that would
But
be.
like, I think all McDonald's employees should be certified milkshake repair techs.
Yeah, because even if you take, you know what I'm saying, like they should just fix it and give you courtesy when you have to wait. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Oh, the shake machine's working, and I know you had to wait. Here's your hot meal in a free shake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I would be much more pleasurable if I got a free shake with my meal with my crow fries. Than, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, ain't no worry. Like I'm gonna tell you what get me. I'm pretty laid back.
Right.
You give me cold fries, shouldn't got them anyway.
Right.
You know, you give me a flat soda, shouldn't be drinking it anyway. Right. You give me a cold burger, I'm a little perturbed.
Right.
You don't put no sauce in my. You don't give me no barbecue sauce on my nuggets. I'm tearing this whole line the hell up. I know you did not give me no nuggetless, no sauceless nuggets.
Right.
Oh, somebody got to die.
Is it me or does not McDonald's not give napkins anymore?
Yes, you.
It's me.
It's you because they give me a gang of napkins.
I've been to make 2 different McDonald's in the past 2 days and they ain't give me no napkins, man.
Man, they give me a gang of napkins. I can't even count. They give me a bunch of them.
All right, who got the best crispy chicken sandwich?
Oh, best crispy chicken sandwich? Chick-fil-A. That's God's chicken. You can't go against that.
Nah, man. Chick-fil-A overrated like tacos. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, real quick, who you got?
McDonald's.
All right, yeah, okay.
The McDonald's be
let me mute your mic. Yo, and that is our time for today, man. We was good, chilling, vibing with y'all, man, but we got to be out. Said anything you got to say to the people?
Hey, man, I just want to thank you again for having me on, man. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at maggotbraintrap, just like it sounds. maggotbraintrap.
Okay, great. And y'all, we got a lot of Fayetteville listeners. Y'all keep your eye out for Maggot Brain, man. He's going to be doing big things in the Fayetteville area. Funny dude. Y'all know how I am. I love y'all. Y'all be great. Be safe. I'm out.
Peace.